Hi everyone and welcome to Selective Preparation Power Thinking Skills. Today we are looking at test 18, so let's start. First question. Okay, so applying the impact of additional evidence, we have to find the statement which would weaken the conclusion. What is the main conclusion here? We're saying that sign language is an important tool for many deaf people. And for those who cannot hear, it is impossible to use speaking. Therefore, it can act as a visual means of communication, right? Now, here is where the conclusion starts. Therefore, we should teach everyone sign language in order to better assist these people. At first glance, this might seem like an appropriate conclusion, but the main issue with this is this word everyone, okay? Is it really necessary or possible to teach every single person sign language? If you see option C, okay, it shows that it actually isn't, right? It tells us that some people, for example, visually impaired people or people who cannot see, won't be able to learn sign language. So that's why C is the best answer, because it weakens the statement that everybody must or should learn it. Number 2. Okay, so what would strengthen the argument this time? Okay, not weaken, strengthen. So again, let's find the main argument. So we know that weight-bearing exercises, okay, like lifting weights, is found to be more likely to strengthen bones and reduce the likelihood of developing debilitating conditions. Debilitating, right? You see the billy there? That's saying ability. Okay, so you're able to do something. Debilitating is something that makes you not able to do something. Okay, it's kind of like abled and disabled. So overall, lifting weights is certainly not something which should be entirely avoided. So they're kind of saying there's a lot of benefits to lifting weights, so it shouldn't be just avoided because some people may think that it stunts growth or increased chances of breaking bones. So what strengthened that? B. A study involving middle-aged people concluded that supervised weightlifting exercises dramatically reduced their chances of bone fracture. So that supports the bits that we highlighted, right? It supports that it reduces the likelihood of developing debilitating conditions and also strengthen bones. So this would strengthen the argument. Another good point about this option is that it is a study. It provides us with scientific evidence. Okay, number 3. Remember for these comparison questions, what do? We always set up a table, okay? So we have option A and B. And the 2 points that we are comparing is the dollar, the money, and also the buyer satisfaction. Oops. Right, satisfaction. So, starting with the money. Right now, there are in different units, right? There's $6 per 18, 8 for 34. So I'm going to find how much it costs per 2. That's a common denominator. Divide this by 9, divide this by 70. So 6 over 9 actually gets you, if you simplify, 2/3, right? 2/3 is 0.666. So I'm just going to write 0.67 maybe. Okay. Now 8 divided by 17, I'm just going to do that here. 'We'll try 5. 35, 8, that's a bit too much. Let's try 4. 4 7s, 28, 68 minus 2, 1. Drop the 0 and so on, right? It's 0.4 something. Oops, we'll write it on the other side. You can already see that B is cheaper. So you can assume straight away that B is the answer because it is cheaper. But let's check with the satisfaction. The satisfaction should actually be the same, or else this question is broken, right? If there's two different ones, right, like A is better in one side and B is better in the other, you can't tell which one would be better overall. But let's check the satisfaction rating. A is 72%, B is 36 over 50. We make that over 100 times by 2, 72 over 100, which is 72% as well. Okay, so the answer here is C. Right, number 4. So Kayla's make a banking card and allows her to travel and do things like this in Australia all in one card. Kayla says, with this card, you will never need to use another card ever again. What is the mistake of Kayla? What does she say? Well, this is a very important bit, right? All of these things you're able to do in Australia. So you cannot say you'll never need to use it ever again because there's a chance that you may need to use cards outside of Australia, right? So that's why A is the answer. Some people might want to go overseas. Right, number 5. So we have a guessing pool and we're giving up first and second place winners. First place winner gets 75% of the prize pool. Second place gets 25%. Right? In the event of a tie, the first place winners will split the first pool evenly. The next closest guess will get the second place pool. Josie says, I got 25%, therefore I must have come second. So, is Josie definitely correct? Why or why not? In these cases, try and think, well, if she's not correct, what is the other possibility? Let's say that she must not have come second. What is another way she could get 25%? Remember, the first prize pool is 75%, but we can split it evenly between people. If I have 3 first place winners, do you guys see how each person will get 25%? Right? So that's why Josie could have come first and still got 25%. The answer, therefore, is D. A tie can occur between 2 or more people. Okay, number 6. What is the underlying assumption? So they're saying that farming for meat is one of the greatest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change worldwide. As a result, alternative methods, right, for example, plant-based or synthetic meats, which means meats that we've made, okay, not actually from raising cows or animals, have been researched. Therefore, we can reduce our emissions as a result of meat consumption. So the main point is just by swapping out meat with these synthetic methods, right, and plant-based stuff, we can reduce our emissions. The assumption here is that these alternative methods, they didn't say, right, but they're assuming that they are actually better for the environment. They won't contribute as much to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change like producing meat does. That's an assumption because it's not specifically stated. We don't know for sure. So the answer is C. Synthetic and plant-based methods of producing beef pollute less. Right? They cause less environmental problems. We did not know that. Okay, 7. So we have Jason, who's learning about the start of World War I in school. He learns that one of the biggest reasons was the assassination of Franz Ferdinand, the heir of Austria-Hungary. Jason says that the people responsible for guarding the heir were irresponsible and clearly had no idea what they were doing, especially given that assassination attempt was obvious. So what Jason is doing is he's looking at this issue or this historical event from a modern perspective, right? He's looking back at it and saying, well, that was so obvious. They had this kind of thing going on and they should have known and protected the heir better and then the war would never start. Now, it's very easy for Jason to do that because we have evidence, right? We have evidence from different people, different accounts that the historians have combined. So it looks like a very smooth running story, but in actuality, these people might have no idea what was happening. right? They are just guards, and they obviously cannot read the future. So the best flaw in argument here is D. Jason is forgetting that hindsight, which means looking from the future. Okay, looking back from the future, may have influenced his perception or his perspective of the situation, which it indeed has. Okay, 8, we are drawing a table up. Okay, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we're just going to write in who gets coffee when. So we know that today is a Tuesday. Okay, Alex always orders coffee, so A for Alex goes in all the boxes. Brian sometimes orders coffee if it's Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, so Brian, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Charlie orders if there's no more than 4 orders that day. We don't know yet, so we'll leave Charlie for now. Dana orders if Brian doesn't, so Dana will go Tuesday, Thursday. Eva always gets tea instead. Remember, we're finding the coffee orders, so we're not going to put Eva. So you can see that all of the days only have 2 coffees, so Charlie will order on all days. So how many people ordered coffee on Tuesday? There's 3. The answer is C. Number 9. A healthy sleep cycle is vital in maintaining a healthy work-life balance and has been shown to have numerous impacts on the human psyche, so the human mind. We know that breaking this rhythm has shown to result in increased stress and decreased productivity, as well as a decreased quality of life. So the main argument is this, right? A healthy healthy sleep cycle is very important to a healthy work-life balance. And A basically summarizes that maintaining a healthy sleep cycle is important for your well-being. Well-being, work-life balance, healthy, and so on. Important, vital, many links between these two. Okay? And our last question. 4 parcels has a total weight of 22 kilograms. Parcel 1 is 4 times the weight of parcel 3. Parcel 4 is half the weight of parcel 2. If parcel 1 weighs 8 kilograms, how much does parcel 4 weigh? Okay, parcel 1 is 8, so we're given 1. Let's try and figure out the next one. So you can find the sentence that has parcel 1 in it. It's 4 times the weight of parcel 3. So parcel 3 must be 4 times less, 2 kilograms. Parcel 4 is half the weight of parcel 2. Okay. So if parcel 4 is half the weight of parcel 2, parcel 4, if I had 1 box for parcel 4, 2 boxes for parcel 2, right? If I add all these together, I should get 22 kilograms. So basically 10 kilograms, 8 plus 2, plus 1, 2, 3 boxes is 22 kilograms. So if you minus 10 from 22, you get 12, right? So these must be 12, which means each of them must be 4. So how much does parcel 4 weigh? 1 lot of 4, option B. Right, key points to this test. So for any arguments or conclusion questions, it is highly important you remember the way of finding the main idea of the paragraph. Okay. Look for conclusive words like therefore, so, right, or in conclusion. Okay. And try and focus on the beginning and end of the paragraph. Okay, so that concludes test 18. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you'd like to revise a bit more, you can always rewind this video and stop at any time and have a look at the solutions that are written at the bottom right hand corner. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.